Alright lads, so today we received our potential final 10th anniversary Brave Souls news livestream. These have been monthly streams at this point, more so to reveal new Kubo playable art characters, which of course is what did get revealed in today's livestream, but we also have some other cool news regarding an upcoming banner, and a bunch of news surrounding the Brave Souls Festival, which is a big event that is being held in Japan later next month, at the start of next month. They didn't announce a livestream for next month, but that always could happen. So this could be our potential last livestream until the end of the year when we get our next big Bankai live. But for those that missed it and wondering what got announced today, well, let's go through it. So first up, we have the third round to the 10th anniversary playable art campaign. This is a collaboration with Kubo, where artwork designed by Kubo is then turned into playable characters. This time around, the banner does feature a boxing Renji and also Ichigo. I'm a big fan of Renji's design, but in terms of how the characters do play out, Ichigo is actually surprisingly really powerful, probably the best normal attack damage character in the game. And it really comes down to the damage output that he does have. I mean, if we scroll down here, you can see that the character has Flurry plus Free, and an 80% bruiser, which gets further increased through the character's soul trait. That is absolutely insanely high, and something that we've not seen before. I mean, we only just started getting Flurry plus 2 everywhere post 10th anniversary, pretty much within the last 2 months. And the only place Flurry plus 3 was seen was in Guild Quest, but Ichigo is releasing with Flurry 3 and also an insanely high bruiser with really good team effects like this 20% status element damage boost to any character in the game and a specific team party boost to any story part in the game. That paired with the fact that the character has a barrier, a boost, and a heal effect makes him a really strong normal attack damage character in my opinion. Renji isn't as special, unfortunately. The character itself is a power stun rate killer, but looking at Renji's stats here, they're kind of underpowered compared to Ichigo. Remember, Ichigo got Flurry plus 3 and an insanely high bruiser everywhere, whereas Renji only gets Flurry plus 3 in Guild Quest. Outside of Guild Quest, it's only Flurry plus 2, but I guess the special thing about him is that he does have the team party boost against strong attack damage, special move damage, and also normal attack damage through the character's soul trait. He then also does have an increased Styles chance to inflict weakening. So for the stun rate killer Guild Quest, when paired with Ruki, for example, it will allow Ruki to deal more damage, but it's nothing crazy. These are the banner fillers, the standouts here being the Christmas characters, Grammy, Little Toto, and also Yachiru, or more so actually Retsu in this case. Is this banner worth summoning on? I would say no, but it really comes down to the banner format. You aren't guaranteed one of the characters until step 20. I would more so recommend saving for end of month, end of year, unless you are a massive Ichigo and Renji collector. But whenever we do get a playable art summons, what we also do get is the boss rushes. So right now, Ichigo's is available, and then on the 24th, we do get Renji's playable art boss rush. Now, for the most part, it's an event you do a few times, maybe once just to get the orbs, but it does drop 4-star Ichigo's, and also for Renji's one, 4-star Renji's. Now, I can't fact check it by 200% certainty, but some of these might not be available in sub-stories. So there's a potential chance there's a few characters here that are new for you. Maybe you weren't playing when these characters were available in the events, and potentially some of them aren't even available in sub-stories. So for new players, or maybe just like players that started recently in the last year or two, you might walk away with a couple hundred orbs from these particular events. But this is what Ichigo's selection does look like, and I recommend you like to check out your album to see if you are missing any of the characters. And this is what Renji's selection is looking like. Now, with that going over the other news that we did get, Path to Unity is returning tomorrow. It seems like there are slight changes being made to this event. In this case, there are now 4 extra stages. And they're also changing the stats, the action bonuses, and also attainable points for the next Unity quest. Maybe making it less of a grind, because 2 million points is kind of a grind, to be fair. Since it is the middle of the month with a new banner, we also do have our next set of exchangeable items. And this time around, it's actually really good. So if you scroll down here, what you can see is that we can, of course, continue getting our summon tickets. It'll be a random seasonal 6-star and a selector premium character. But what you're also going to see is a blue special move source. This is actually really cool and something that I wasn't expecting. It's nice in a way to see the exchange shop get better as the months have gone by. So of course, you definitely want to pick up all those items. In terms of the selector ticket, it does let you pick any of these premium units. I would say personally, the standout character is going to be Yamamoto, because pretty much out of this entire selection, one, he is the newest. You might not even have him, because he hasn't been like super available, but he is also a really good normal attack damage character for the merely human guild quest. Everyone else is kind of forgettable. In terms of soul traits, really Byakuya and also Grimmjow are the better options, but like the best links in the attribute. But pretty much Zayupo below are all characters that can resurrect. So if you do want to pick up an old character that is resurrectable, by all means go ahead. Like always with these selections, just pick your favorite character. There is no like best bad pick. As long as you're getting a new character, you're getting a new character. If not, pick a worthwhile dupe, which in this case is probably going to be Yamamoto. So if you do have the entire selection, I would recommend picking up Yama, because the more dupes, the better, the more damage you can deal. But the items are reasonably priced too, so you can definitely pick up the 6-star summon tickets and also the Moose Source. There'll be another round of event orders too, so plenty of medals throughout the month. And of course, with that, any leftover medals that you do get, you can just pretty much put into the coins. You can surprisingly get a lot of coins from this. And there's also like 150 summon tickets that you can collect too. So these are actually really good changes that I would like to see continue through the next couple of so months. Because remember, this exchange shop is lasting all the way till the end of the year. I'm not expecting a special Moose Source every month, right? But I would like to see the soul tickets continue, because they're actually pretty good. And then last but not least, we do have news regarding the Brave Souls Festival. So this is Brave Souls' first ever offline event that is being held in Japan, November 3rd. I'd like to say it's a pretty big deal. A lot of stuff is going to come from this. And any news that we do get, we will be covering on the channel. But some of the stuff that does get revealed here might not be seen online until like 2 or so weeks later. Because today they finally revealed what we are going to be seeing during this event. If you do plan to go, you do have to be in Japan. So not everyone's going to witness what will be seen in here. But the main thing, just to recap everything, there are some good announcements here though. So I'd recommend to continue watching. So we're going to have an original live performance. We actually got to vote for the music that will be played here. So we have Loud Spirits, is a classic Brave Soul soundtrack. Crimson Sword, the original 1000-Year Blood War OST. Soul Into, the original soundtrack for the Spirits Are Forever With You collaboration. We have Resounding Pride and Origins of Blade, the 7th and 8th anniversary soundtrack. Really good selection. The only one I would have liked to have seen it is the 6th anniversary Excelling OST, but that wasn't even part of the selection. But pretty much all my votes got actually put in here, so actually pretty cool. So despite this event being held on November 3rd, there are going to be 2 events, one at the start of the day and then one near the end of the day. So they have day event and night event. I guess the idea is that they want you to go twice if you are going. That way you can experience different things. So the day event, for example, is going to have a segment regarding the Brave Souls journey to 10 years. And then the night event, I guess with the crowd, you can select your favorite or memorable Brave Soul special moves. And just like in Bankai Lives, if you do go to the event, you can actually play a co-op quest with the voice actors in person. That's kind of cool. Alongside that, they're also going to be doing a live reading. I think they did mention in the live stream that the voice actor for Byakuya hasn't done one of those since like 10 plus years. But it will be for a story that is scheduled to appear in the game at a later date. I don't think it's going to be anything special, but I guess it's cool to see something ahead of time before it does arrive in game. The next thing, and this was announced last month regarding the vote to choose a KON character. So if you do go to the event, you will actually be able to select a design for KON. Those that are at attendance get to vote for a few different things. The question when this was announced last month is this going to just be a PNG in-game? Is it going to be an accessory? Or is it actually going to be a playable character? And it seems to be a playable character. Because if we scroll down here, the things that you're going to be able to vote for if you go to the day event is the voice lines for KON, which is kind of cool. And I guess it'll be a lot more fun at the event because KON's voice actor will be there. But you get to vote the voice lines. If you go to the night event, you get to vote the design. It seems like right now the night event is the best event to go to if you were to go to one of them. And I guess this is cool for us that aren't going to the event. We get to vote the design on Twitter. So I'm sure they're going to give us a selection of designs that we can potentially pick. But what's crazy is that it does say here that the KON will be released New Year's 2026. Unless they mean... No, that would be next year, right? So it's going to be a while before we get it, unless they do mean it's to be released at the end of the year. That would be kind of surprising if they can make the character that quick. I mean, we'll talk about something in a minute, but normally when it comes to voting stuff, it does take at least bare minimum 6 months. So I'm really not sure if this means next year or if this means in 2 months' time. It would be kind of crazy they do actually release a KON that quick. But I would assume whatever character this is going to be, it is going to be a free character. And I've now just realized it, by the way, the design is voted by the night attendees. I mixed up the categories, but we get to vote for the abilities. So that's also kind of surprising. We get to decide if this character can have Frenzy +7. Probably not, but this is a really cool idea. It's something that they haven't done in a while, letting us pick an actual character. But picking the abilities is kind of cool. So I would like to assume this is going to be a free character that, again, we could potentially receive at the end of the year or the start of the new year. Then after that, we get to one of the bigger news revealed during this live stream is that if you are going to the night event, remember the People's Choice Brave Souls original costume poll that happened at the start of last year. It's pretty much almost been 2 years at this point, which is absolutely crazy. But we got to vote for characters. We got to vote who would appear in an upcoming banner, what design they will have, and we knew from a few months now that it was going to contain a Spirit Society and Orient Society character. Now today, we do have the silhouettes revealed, so you can potentially make guesses now based on the design. this is what the Spirit Society character is going to look like. The things that stand out to me here is more so this thing on the right, which potentially is going to be their form of attacking. It's definitely going to be a male character, and it's kind of giving me God vibes, since I'm pretty sure this item, I have no idea what they are called, are in reference to gods. Right now, I just only know of this symbol from, Sage of Six Paths in Naruto. I mean, just based on the silhouette, I like the design. The only thing that's thrown me off is the antlers or horns the character does have. But it seems like they're covered in robes, which is probably expected from a character like this in Spirit Society. So it looks cool. I'm glad to see more Spirit Society characters, and these characters will be revealed at the upcoming event. So if you do go to the Unite event in particular, you actually get to see the characters in advance before they do get revealed officially online and in-game. So, scrolling down, we also have the second character, the Orient Society character, clearly is a female. Remember, we did vote for these characters, so it is going to contain a popular character. It's not going to, let's just say, be, not to throw shade to this character, Isane. I like Isane, but there's no way out of every character that you can vote for Isane is going to win. Also, just based off of the chess section, you can probably narrow down some names. It's clearly not going to be Rukia, for example. But I do like the silhouettes of both characters. I think from what we are seeing thus far, it looks kind of cool. Although I'm trying to make out what exactly is going on with this particular character design. I like the hair. It's very Chinese-esque, which is what the Orange Society is based on. I like the heart that they have going for her, and I'm just trying to figure out what's she holding. I heard she's holding fans, which I guess that makes sense, but why are we attacking with fans? I'm not too sure. I want to see these designs, but we are going to have to wait. But the thing is, because these are going to get revealed on November 3rd, that likely means that this is going to be a mid-month banner, especially because it is just showing 2 characters, which that in itself isn't a bad thing if the banner format is actually good. We've seen with the most recent Ichigo and Renji, more so Ichigo, granted they are normal attack damage characters, mid-month characters can be good. So then potentially not being end of month is not a bad thing. But I'm kind of surprised for it to be a mid-month. But then again, I'm not too sure. Maybe it was only ever going to be 2 characters. I remember talking about that when it first got announced. But there's also a remake character that we don't know when is that going to happen. Because for those that don't know, remember, we had to vote for characters, but we also voted for a character to be remade. And we've yet to see that character be remade, whoever that potentially is. But I guess the date for this character hasn't officially been announced, but considering that they're going to be shown on November 3rd, they're likely not going to be end-of-month characters. And I doubt they show the attendees characters a whole month in advance. So likely this is going to be our next mid-month banner for mid-month November. So yeah, today we actually have some pretty cool news. A new Ichigo and Renji that is currently available in-game. I do not recommend summoning. And the Brave Souls Festival is only 2 weeks away, even though, most of us won't be going to it. For those that are going to it, it seems like there's actually a lot of cool stuff there. You're going to get the reveal of 2 new characters. A lot of cool stuff surrounding the voice actors, freebies too. I believe if you actually do go to the event as well, you get a choose a 5-star summon ticket. I would hope for their sake, it's actually a good selection. And the design your own con sounds pretty cool. I'm excited when we can start to vote, those that aren't going to the event, on what abilities the character will have. I hope whatever that con is potentially going to be, they can be a good character, because Con's not had a single good character in game. He's just been resorted to a free character that you get for orbs. It would be cool just to get some type of playable con that can be somewhat enjoyable. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.